What if the thing you keep running from is the only thing that can set you free? Most people spend their entire lives managing their pain, numbing it, distracting from it, explaining it away. We call this coping, but ancient traditions called it something far more honest. They called it hiding. Here is what nobody tells you about emotional pain. It does not want to destroy you. It wants to show you something. Something buried so deep inside that ordinary life cannot reach it. The wound is not the problem. The wound is the doorway. Think about the last time you felt real emotional pain. Rejection, loss, the collapse of something you believed in. What did you do within the first few minutes? Most of us reach for the phone. We text someone. We scroll. We eat. We plan. Anything to avoid sitting alone with what just happened inside us. Modern neuroscience has now confirmed something ancient yogis mapped thousands of years ago. When an emotion arises and is not fully felt, it does not disappear. It gets stored in the body, in the nervous system, in the patterns of how you breathe, how you hold your shoulders, how you respond when someone gets too close. Unprocessed emotion does not go away. It goes underground, and from underground, it runs your life. Brain imaging studies show that suppressed emotion keeps the amygdala, your brain's threat detection center, in a state of low-grade activation. This means your body is perpetually bracing, perpetually waiting for the next blow. You feel it as anxiety, as restlessness, as the vague sense that something is wrong even when nothing is wrong. Tantric texts describe this as energy that has been frozen, life force that cannot move, and what cannot move begins to calcify into the personality itself, into the patterns you mistake for who you are, the person who never lets anyone too close, the person who overworks to feel worthy, the person who cannot sit in silence for even 5 minutes without reaching for stimulation. These are not character flaws, these are frozen moments, old pain wearing the costume of your personality. So what do you actually do? Ancient practice was radical in its simplicity. When pain arises, instead of moving away from it, you move toward it. You sit down, you close your eyes. You locate where in your body you feel it. Not the story about the pain, not the reason for the pain, the raw physical sensation itself. You breathe into that place, slowly, deliberately. You do not try to fix it or understand it. You simply witness it. This is what yogic science calls becoming the observer. And the moment you observe an emotion rather than become it, something extraordinary happens. Its grip loosens. Neuroscience calls this affect labeling. When you locate and name a felt sensation without narrating a story around it, the prefrontal cortex begins to regulate the amygdala's response. The emotional charge begins to discharge, not through force, through presence alone. As one ancient mystic tradition taught, the wound is the place where the light enters. Not after the wound heals, through the wound, now, while it still hurts. This is the practice, not meditation as escape, meditation as descent. Going down into what you have been avoiding, with breath as your companion, with awareness as your protection. You are not broken because you feel pain, you are human because you feel pain. The question is whether your pain will remain a wall or become a window. Sit with it today. Just 5 minutes. No fixing, no story, just breath and awareness moving toward the one thing you have been avoiding. That is where your next version of yourself is waiting.